welcome to your Discourse Syndicate FN Hangout. I am the captain, your captain, RG3. Doing one more Friday night with you guys. And what a week it was. Oh, yeah. The green candles are back in our lives once again. Those of you younglings who have never experienced the green streets, born and raised and reared in the streets of blood that this crypto world has brought you into. Yes, there was a time when the blood made the grass grow and green candles were everywhere. And money and happiness did flow. Yes, it did. It did. It flowed. And we all rejoiced. And we all were together. So merry HEXMAS in July, everybody. Here we go. Let's say hello to the chat room Eltonian first. Good to see you, buddy. Eagle Owl, another one. Hector the Protector. Look at all of them coming in. Street Guru. Welcome. Yes, here we go. Let me pull this over here so I'm not breaking my neck talking to you guys. There we go. Oh. Who else? We got Functional Crypto. How are you doing? Crypto Gains Club. OG coming in. Let's see. What do we got? Mike L. Next couple of months are going to be mind-blowing. Yeah. For some, a lot of us have been there before. We know what Hex is capable of doing, what's about to happen. Oh, I'm so excited. Things are coming together. Oh, and if I look very red, I was at the beach all day today, so I got really burnt. Look at that. Oh, dang it. I should have been a lot more careful than that. Kind of like just fell asleep chilling out on the beach. What a beautiful day in sunny Southern California. The paradise, man. Freaking paradise. I know a lot of people hate Cali, but I don't. And I ain't mad. Oh, I ain't mad. I love this place. What a great day at the beach it was. Let's see. Mike L., welcome. Thank you for your comment. It is going to be epic. Let's get over 1 cent combined Hex. Man, fuck that. Let's get over 3 cents on each. I want to see 3 cents on each, and that can happen fast. You guys don't know how fast this shit can go. You just don't get it. When this stuff moves, it moves fast. And right now, it is poised to move extremely fast. Extremely fast. New to God, Plankton. What's up, pre-rich Hexicans? There are some rich Hexicans out there already still. Already. There is a bunch of rich Hexicans out there. A lot of them are just quiet. Tam, hello, my lady. Welcome. Who else is in here? We have High Stakes Hex. Hey, it's our time. Oh, yep, it's right there. It's time. Sandy Beach, my lady, welcome. Good to have you too. Chaztown, what's good with you? Good to see you. And Kong. Yes. You know, it's like seeing Kong around, just like nostalgia just takes me back, man, to the early days, to the days when we were all locked down and stuck in our rooms all night long, just freaking talking and dreaming about these days, dreaming about a second cycle and what that second cycle might look like. And what's the first cycle going to end up looking like? We didn't talk too much about that incoming bear market that we just witnessed. That is gone, by the way. Bear market's gone. It's on its way out. Like the momentum in which this crypto market is going, the bear market has been left behind. We are going. Mo Mindset Crypto. I am good. How are you? KD, word up. What's up? Triplet Dad. Good sticks we had yesterday. Those who don't know, we have a stream on cigars. So if you don't like cigars or people messing with their health, whatever. Thursday nights we smoke cigars and talk crypto. Triplet Dad is one of the loungers. Myself, Chris B-Man, and Triplet Dad, we enjoy a good cigar every now and then. And on Thursdays we do it. And if you didn't see it last night, we did our favorites. We usually do like we pick a company, a cigar company, and then we pick our favorite cigar from that, or we pick a cigar from that company and we talk about them. And then we talk crypto. I want to see combined HECT at $3.69. Bingo. That is doable. That is what I would like to see for this this bull market. And I think that that is a conservative number right there, a combined 369. I think that's conservative. I think it is. Street Guru said he agrees. Let's see the season for the hockey stick. Yeah, baby. The hockey stick. And we've got the numbers coming in from Elf Tony. Thank you, buddy. Jay Spudnik. Love you too, my man. Love you too. Love and light from Moondog. What's up, Moondog? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Let's see. Look at that. Kong saying hello to everybody and getting back. Let's see. Pesky Girl. Belated birthday, Sandy. What's up, Pesky Girl? Good to have you in there. You've been snooping around our neck of the woods, haven't you? Uh-huh. Let's see. What else? What else? Okay, there you go. You're welcome, RG3. Thank you, Melv Tony, for your service. Always serving the community. All right, everybody. Well, that's the comments. This is your show, remember. The link is going to be here in the chat room. It's in the description. It's all over the place. It's all over Twitter. This is your show. You come in. Oh yeah, SJ was on the cigar show last night, wasn't she? She's sitting in the green room hiding patiently, and she joined us for a cigar. She has turned into quite the aficionado herself. I'll for those of you who don't know, SJ is kind of a nomad. She has a tiny house that she lives in, which is the Pulse Chain Tour bus. She has it parked over in the hood. She's in the good corner. She's throwing sign language up at me. I can't quite understand what she's trying to say. Oh, she's turned it up a little bit. But she's, she lives in a good section of the hood, and she's a nomad. So what she did, yeah, there you go. That's it. So she's a little chola at heart. But she used to travel and go like her office. She would leave her tiny home and go set herself up in a coffee shop and have some coffee and set her computer and go do her work, the work she does for me and the rest of the community and everybody else and Sci-Vibe and whatnot. She's just a million miles an hour going everywhere. And so in our travels, with myself and Crispy and Triplet Dad and a few others, she started hanging out in cigar lounges and, hang out in a barber shop. You're going to get a haircut. So before you know it, she tried one and she kind of liked it, and she tried it. Well, there was a hippie cigar, just to let you guys know, there was a hippie cigar that was all natural, like she likes her all organic, all natural stuff. Right. So she tries this thing. She really liked it. And then all of a sudden we seen her showing up with the cigar here, cigar there. And then no more coffee shops. She started going to cigar lounges and doing her work and setting up. And she found out they had Wi-Fi too. So now she's hanging out in cigar lounges. So we have corrupted the positivity princess into becoming a aficionado of the cigar world, which it's good because she's in there onboarding people all the time, talking to them all the time, because what is not to pay attention to in a cigar lounge than a woman talking crypto in a cigar lounge? Think about it. Think about how not compelling. What's the word I'm trying to find? Think of how unique that is. There's this gal, and you don't see a bunch of them in a cigar lounge anyway. Here she is. She's in a cigar lounge. She's got her computer. She's doing stuff. People start talking to her. She starts talking crypto. Are you kidding me? Like, what's going on? So anyway, she is the secret weapon out there in the lounges. Anyway, very unique. Yes. How unique? How unique is that? So I didn't know. I did not forget. She sent me a message. I did not forget that you were on the show yesterday. Thank you for coming. And let's see. Oh, all right, anybody coming in? We got people coming in. Well, would the producer like to come onto the show and say hello and maybe give us an update on? Okay. Am I supposed to bring you in like that? Oh boy. Okay. Your little thumbs up thing popped up. I think you're muted. I think you're muted. You're muted. Let's see.
Well, unmute me. There you go. Why are you gonna mute me, bro?
I didn't have you muted. You have admin rights. How can I have you muted?
Merry Hexmas, everybody. All right. Hexfashion.store. You also can celebrate Hexmas in July.
I should have put my hold on one second.
Yeah.
My Hexmas Christmas.
Hi everybody. How are you? Hope you guys are doing great. Yeah. Hope you're doing awesome. I had to change the title at the very last minute. I had it all set up and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's the 25th. It's Hexmas in July. And I had this sweater. I took it out for I was going through a bunch of my stuff.
Yep. Did everybody see my
nice. Look at that.
I can't get my anyway. Merry Hexmas in July, everybody.
It doesn't fit over the dreads now.
It won't fit. I can't put anything on the top of these things. So anyway. Oh, so okay. Well, everybody is asking, what is the update that you can give us, Positivity Princess, on the marketing campaign?
Richard posted about it. Yay! There's honestly, other than what he's said, I'm a little I'm going to be a little standoffish like you were yesterday with what we can or can't say about what we may or may not be planning in terms of all hands on deck, getting help out here for things. Because there's just some, just to kind of keep everyone in the loop with like as much as we can, right? A lot of this is going the way it's going because we're using, we're using the channels that are best for us to get the best deals and, go through the channels the right way. And a lot of that, doing it that way means that we have to be just like Richard has been for the last few years, right? Like we have to be very aware of how we're wording things, how we're presenting things, what we're saying, how invites happen and, what our calls to action are. Because we want to make sure that we're doing everything right, we're doing everything by the book, and that we're not going over some boundary that we shouldn't be crossing as a charity or nonprofit foundation. Yeah. So I'm going to not talk too much about that part of it. And
it's not because we have some super secret thing that we can't, divulge. It's because we do want to make sure that we operate as a nonprofit and how a nonprofit should be operating in the capacity that's going to be operating in, and that is in a mass marketing campaign. I can say this, there is going to be a call to action real soon for those people who are in or close to or want to come to the Southern California area, where we will be putting some volunteer work together, where we will be preparing the marketing materials for deployment. So there is going to be a sooner rather than later call to action. That's going to probably happen sometime around the end of August, last couple of weeks of August, maybe the first week of September. So if that's something that you may be able to schedule yourself for, participate in, be part of, It's going to be an all hands on deck moment.
Yes.
The organization is going to be asking for some volunteers to show up and maybe spend a day of, a great meetup, a few hours of work, and just an awesome time and big party afterwards. Be taken care of, that's for sure. So anybody who's interested, start clearing your schedules for, well, as we get closer, we'll get more specific on what the dates are going to be. But it's going to be a whole heck of a lot of fun. It's going to be an all hands on deck situation. And if you want to participate in probably one of the most awesome mass marketing campaigns that a nonprofit organization has ever put together for the crypto space, then you come be part of it and start contacting can't we, isn't there a place where people can start going to kind of get some information?
I would say that the Telegram is really the best spot. I'm going to update we have some pinned messages up there. So I'm going to update the pinned message in that Telegram. And that's in the link. That's in the description of the show. It is t.me/filter, 4 mail. So t.me/filter mail. And that's where I try to kind of give the latest updates, let everybody know what's going on. A couple other things I can let you all know that are really awesome. We have now, at this point, we have 2 charities in the UK that are underway. So it looks like either the UK or Australia are set to be the next in line for I don't well, hey, look at it. Woo, happy birthday.
You got your Instagram filter on or something.
They're on. Yeah, it's on right now. So the UK has got some things rolling, which is really great. I know Australia also they've got the ball rolling, and they got a lot of things going on over there as well. So I anticipate that as this moves along, we're going to see more containers coming to the US because we've already got that established, and we'll hopefully, by the time the next containers hit the water, we'll have this process down packed, right? And we'll know exactly how it's going to work, what we're doing moving forward. And, things will change. Things are going to be different. I'm hoping to get more information on what that's going to look like in the future so that we can prepare now for the future, right? Because a lot of this is really us boots on the ground, learning how things work. If anyone has any experience in nonprofit mailing specifically, please get a hold of me. That is one of the biggest things right now that we're trying to figure out, is how to get this wording, which is going to go on the outside of the mailer, how to make it really kind of the best that it can be, so that it is approved and that it's not going against the guidelines that the US Postal Service has set for these kinds of mailers. And that's, again, worst case scenario, if there is no one in the community that actually knows anything about that or does anything with that, we're gonna get it done, right? I already plan to go to the mailing office where these are probably likely going to go out of, and talk to the people there. We've already started taking steps to get the foundation approved for being able to send out these kinds of mailers. There's a lot of steps. It's a whole lot of things going on, ladies and gentlemen. And even though there's a bit of a stress to it, I've never been more excited in my life about being a part of something, right? I've mentioned this before. It feels to me like what y'all must have felt like when Richard was creating Hex. And he was asking the community for their input, and what should the logo look like, and how do we do this thing and that thing, right? To be here and be a part of this at this moment in time, I'm just beside myself, and I'm so stoked to be able to be part of that team moving it forward. So really excited. And yeah, again, if you guys have any any way to contribute, if you're in some part of the world and you're putting a nonprofit or a charity together, join that Telegram group. I'll put the link here in the chat in just a moment as well. Or DM me directly and let me know what's going on, and we can get that ball rolling as all the balls are starting to roll, right? And Merry Hexmas, everybody. Okay, sorry. I just had to, this shirt. I only get to wear this once a year. Now I get to wear it twice a year. Yeah, yeah. I'm done. Rant done.
Are you? I was just let you. If I'm quiet, you just keep going. So I was just gonna let you.
I don't know what else to say.
I'm
You know,
sure
it's
you do.
the only bummer part to me is like putting everything else on of my life on hold. You know, like my own channel, doing my own interviews, taking care of like my own stuff, and as well, the things that we had planned to do, this news show. Like
Yeah, we've had to this. So we did put together a news show. We put together a really fine news show with.
It's badass.
It's really good. We've done a really
Yeah.
good job. I'm proud of us for the new show that we've done, even though you've never seen one episode.
Nope.
We this kind of fell on our lap as far as needing urgency and being done quickly. And we put it all together, and it's ready to go. The marketing materials are on their way, so we're excited about all that, and it's to be part of it. I wouldn't expect anything else. So am I excited about it? Yeah, I'm excited about everything I do here, but I've been involved in everything that's gone on in this community, and this is another one of those things that we're doing, and it's going to be part of the equation. So I want everybody to kind of wrap their heads around what's going on here. It's not just one thing. It's not just a marketing campaign or regulations being set up or litigation or legislation, working in our favor. DeFi coming to its own, Ethereum pumping, bull market in, all that stuff. I mean, it's all these things put together. If you remember some of you don't remember, some of you just don't, need to go back and look at history. If you remember the first bull market that we went through, that Hex went through, it was a mixture of all of these things. It was the tenacity of the community, the marketing that we did, the onboarding that we did, the apps that were put out that supported Hex. Some of those don't support it anymore, but at the time they were important and they were working, they were doing things. There was a marketing campaign where some organization across the pond in the London area was marketing for Hex. So there was a lot of these things going on, a lot of different things going on at the same time that the pump was coming in. So it was a compounding of all of those things that make the green candles, that make the grass grow green. And that's what we saw. So this is just part of it. But if you do want to be part of it, stay tuned, keep an eye on what's going on, watch everything that SJ's doing and myself. And if you want to participate, if you can participate, there's also going to be a foundation that is going to be taking donations for the marketing campaign. So that's also going to be available for everybody to participate in if you can't participate. And I'm sure that's something that we can say, correct?
Yeah, but I don't know. We're not asking for donations.
No, but I'm just saying anybody can go look at the foundation and see what's going on over there. But yeah, we're not asking for donations, but it's there.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. We got Johnny Chaos in there. Yeah, look at that. Welcome, Johnny. Let's see. End up in Pulse Chain and Hex. Thank you, Wild and Captain. You're welcome, David. Love Johnny's content too. Johnny has he's got this clairvoyance to him where he just understands the metrics and understands macroeconomics. That's what I liked. Me and Johnny we talked yesterday for about an hour, and we just talk a lot of macro economics in crypto and the Hex ecosystem, of course, Richard's stuff. And Johnny just gets it. He sees things that a lot of people don't see. And he does voice his opinion in a very Gen X way. So it might rub a lot of people wrong because their feelings get hurt. Hey, it's just the way some of us are built. You're gonna hear it a little harsh, but Johnny just has a way of understanding these things and putting it out there. So if you haven't seen Johnny's content, go on to his Twitter. He's got, I think, a Twitch channel too. Isn't it Twitch, Johnny? And just go to his Twitter. You'll see all his stuff there. He gets it. He gets it, and he lays it out there for you. And he understands how this thing's going to pump and what's going to make it pump. There's a lot of things like, you know, just the ratios, for instance, just changing the ratios in some of the pool liquidity pools we see out there could make this thing change overnight. And that's sometimes what you see. You may wake up and see, you know, big differences in the prices just waking up in the morning. You know, it's it.
Look at all these green candles. Yeah, green candle, green candle, green candle.
Gen X, no feelings. No feelings. We don't. I'm cuddly as a cactus. Yeah, that's what Johnny said. Yeah, you're as cuddly as a cactus. Let's see. I'm a day 609 Hexican and a day 6 pulse chain sack. Been DCAing since stacking ever since. No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. Just Live said, I just posted in USA Mail about halfway down. It says account 55 of 1997 might want to look deeper into that. It says, I just posted in USA. I'm not reading between the lines on that one. Maybe Just Live, you can let me know a little bit more about what you're trying to say there. Johnny, you should get up on stream, Tam says. Yes.
Bring it. Chaos. Bring the chaos.
And again, remember, this is your stream, everybody. Come on in and join us.
Link is in the description.
It is the only crypto show out there that just lets anybody show up on Friday night. What's that?
Huh? What?
It's not the only one anymore? Is that what you said?
I've mentioned that several times. I guess the only one may be on a Friday, but yeah, there's a. That's
what I said. It's the only one on a Friday night that allows you. It's the what do we say? It was the first stream that allowed you to show up.
It was. Live. That is true.
Yeah, we did that.
We did. You did. You did that.
We make hexicans here. That's what we do. We make hexicans. Okay.
That's not what I want to do.
Let's see. What else do we have going on here? Anybody got anything they want to chat about? I mean, seeing everything go green, seeing what's happening is just giving me more energy again. I just feel like I can go out and just start tearing it up. This marketing thing, I'm really excited about. Hey, look, we got Will Stevenson in from the DGen Roundtable. There's one on Wednesdays where DGens drink whiskey and coffee.
They were the first, I think, to do another open mic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, those guys, man, they're like my long lost children.
They're wonderful.
They're wonderful. Great. They're a great team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a proud papa when I see their show. That's how those guys are just the best. Let's chat about how BGC is going to be in the top 10 of all crypto.
I hope so.
Hope so too.
Mm-hmm. I like how about Rackham's stuff? I really like the route that he's been taking with this giveaway stuff, because there are a lot of accounts out there that's all they do, right? Like, it's just guys that are philanthropers that's giveaway after giveaway after. Hey, repost this and I'm going to give someone, $500. Repost this, I'm going to pay your bills for a month, right? Like, that's a great. I messaged him and I was like, great idea, Rack. Like, I'm stoked that's the way that he's going, because I think that's one way to get a lot of attention. I think it's great. People want to see that. People want to see someone that has a lot giving as much as they can. And I think that's beautiful. I love the direction he's going with all of that. So shout out, Rackham. Glad you're doing something, like that for the community. I think it's great.
Yeah. And he called me on it and said, hey, I don't want to go out there and like Mr. Beast this. I don't want credit for it. I just want to get these contests out there. And look, contests are like freaking kryptonite to me. I hate giveaways. I freaking hate them. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. And now I know why Richard doesn't do giveaways or give anything away for free. I hate them because every time we've done one, there's been a freaking problem. And this goes all the way back to bunga, 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 bunga.
Speaking of bunga, I invited Hexo personally. I said, Hexo, come hang out tonight.
Oh, Hexo. He's not going
to come hang out.
He has been afraid of this show for many, many years. He is afraid that it's going to taint his image or image his taint. Oh, he does not like this show. He started it with us and he was like, oh boy, I see where this is going. I do not want. See, Hexo is a very wholesome dude. He is very he's a father of many, many, many children and more coming, I believe.
Yeah.
And,
congrats, by the way.
And Hexo is he's just that salt of the earth, hometown, golly gee whiz dude. And this show has never been his forte, you know. Like I said, we don't want to image his taint. I mean, taint his image. That's
oh dear.
that's Hexo. I love my bro, but he tries to stay as far away from us as possible. So anyway, there's some stuff coming in here. Street Guru, entitlements. Oh, Street Guru, stop it. Entitlements are good for everybody because when people get entitlements, they buy rims and tennis shoes, and that keeps us all in the green. So let them entitlements flow because that just puts money into the economy, in my opinion. So sorry. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Josh Wu? Good to see you too. Hell yeah. Hexo did tweet going on podcasts. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if he's going to show up here. He's a different style streamer. Yeah. And you know, and we're all different, you know. We're all different. Looks like Johnny's different. And Somi's different, way different. Hexo's different, you know. Anyway, RG, Richie gave away countless copies of ERCs in PRC form a couple years ago. He really didn't give those away. He kind of said, hey, I'm going to duplicate your over here. So they're really yours. They're just duplicated over here. And
it's a free airdrop. Like he wasn't giving away any of his own.
Yeah, he won't give you shit. Promise you.
Right.
He won't.
He won't even pay for your dinner.
He ain't giving you crap. But he did give you the greatest DeFi cryptos on the planet. One of a kind person. Let's see what else. Never better or may start training. I may or may not start training. Ooh. Image his taint. He needs a photocopier for that, right? Well, maybe 3D print it. I don't know. We'll see. Will there be another Highest of Stakes Part 2? Can we get some more of that? Well, I don't know. You know, it's those movies are expensive. It takes people to put money in the pot to make that happen. So there isn't a lot of that rolling around right now with these blood red streets that have just started to dry up, you know. So we'll see how that works out. Let's see. We've got a first-time viewer, a long-time believer. Yed, what's up? Yed. People will always be jealous and angry they didn't win and try to screw with people who are doing the giveaways, even as far as involving legal stuff. So tread carefully. Yeah, man. It was like, yeah, it just gets weird. And they usually don't work or somebody gets messed up in it. And yeah, it's just, I hate giveaways. Really, I hate them. Call Hexo out. Is he a Marine or not? He's a fucking Marine. What do you mean? Is he a Marine or not? No, Hexo's a fucking Marine. Period. End of story. He's just an 0331 machine gunner. But he and I can have that fight or whatever. But anyway, no, Hexo damn sure is a Marine. Combat veteran, the whole 9 yards. So yes, when you do speak of Hexo, you speak in respect to his service. Not saying that you were disrespecting, but yes, he is a Marine. Let's see. Mr. Stevenson and Tam Tam are having a little chitty chat there. Let's see. Can we get back to Imaging Taint? I'll be in California in October for a week. All right, Eddie. We'll try and get another get together. SJ's been putting get-togethers in this state. Missed the morning shows. Yes, the morning shows were good, but you can still go see them. They have their own channel now. The Hex in the Morning Show, Wake Up Hex is still out there. They are on the.
They're doing it's just What the Hex now, but yeah.
Oh, What the Hex.
Yeah, Toby Wan, DJ Cryptomatic, Papa B, and Peter, all up in there.
RG2, you can't have the Osmo autofocus and follow the taint around.
All right.
I was at the same theater as Captain during the movies. Hey, what's up, Yellowtail? I was too shy to say hi. Too shy. Me? I'm very approachable. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody in the green room. So I am going to bring that person up, and it's an old buddy from the past. Another OG Hexican. Ladies and gentlemen, Hex Deck 16. What's up, dude? Dude, looking strong, man. Looking good. Shit,
what's
man.
up?
Yo.
Oh, you look like you were dying. Look at you.
Yeah. Well, got to do something during the bull market while we're waiting for the run, right?
Yeah. You're looking great,
sure.
man. Good job.
I'm excited to see a lot of those stories, right? Like getting built up during the bear market and just like.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see the guns. Let's see them.
We're getting there.
Yeah, look at
We're
that.
getting there.
Like, yeah, man.
Went from 152.6. I went up to 189.4, and now I'm doing more calisthenics. So I just measured in at 169.7.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Yeah, we're about the same weight now. I dropped from the heaviest was 220. Now I'm down to 185-ish, 484. Okay. So yeah, nice. Feeling great, man. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, feeling awesome. I'll tell you what.
Goodness, I gotta say something real quick. So we got somebody in the Mama Rock, and I think it's Mama Rock from the old D Live days. We had some outside communities that did their own channel stuff and whatnot in the D Live. We were just talking about D Live the other day, and Mama Rock here was one of the onboards from that era. And good to see you. If that's the original Mama Rock, good to see you. It's been years. Very cool. Yeah, it's me. She says, right on. Good to have you. All right, on nostalgia. Things are. Oh. Anyway, that was cool to see. We had a lot of communities that kind of popped in they had their own like streaming communities, and they came in and we onboarded them. That was really cool back in those days. And I know that Mama Rock was one of the people that we onboarded. That's some really, really unique shows that they were all going on. Like they had these like little like gangs of folks that would just get in kind of like what we do, right? They'd all just come together and just have little get together, chit chat talks and go in and out of each other's streams and stuff. And yeah, it was cool.
I like the sweater there.
The HEXMAS sweater, right?
Yeah. I put a link to it in the chat. Hexfashion.store. Love that place, man. This is actually organic cotton. I'm a huge hippie, so like I don't wear polyester.
I'm trying to remember.
He goes out of his way to special order the organic ones for me. So if you are watching and you are a hippie like myself and you want organic cotton, you can message Hex Fashion Store and he can go that route for you.
I'm having the senior moment now, but who was the gal that did the? I have it in my storage unit right now, but it's the Hex. She did them all bejeweled and stuff out in Vegas.
Suzanne.
Suzanne Arts. Okay. Yeah. I have that shirt there. So, I'll have to sport that on stream sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. I still have one of her shirts somewhere.
HexCon. I missed the Hex Talent Show. Remember the planking?
Oh dear.
Our giveaways were so ridiculous and stupid. Oh my
Do
god!
tell.
Even
Planking singer, huh?
was embarrassing. Somebody went out in the snow and planked and was singing. Just that's how was they're part of the talent show. I mean,
Okay.
we had some horrendous talent in that talent show. It was pretty sad, to be honest. It was.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
HexCon, you know what's up.
What's that? Oh, I'll find the link and post it. Oh boy. What was the best talent? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. We did have somebody who did something that was actually really good, and I can't remember. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was a couple that did a skit of some type that really was like well scripted and done well. Gosh, I remember we were asking somebody to get a hex tattoo within the next couple of hours. They had to get a hex tattoo, and Funding Jim Gary tattooed a top hat picture of Richard on his ankle with ink and a freaking safety pin.
No, he did not.
He did on his ankle with real ink, and it looked like Richard in a top hat on his ankle by hand to get.
I need to see this. Please tell me this exists somewhere on the internet. Somebody, please.
I was mortified. It's in there. It's in the Discourse Syndicate archives there.
Oh my god!
It was.
I'm guessing he still has it, right? Or did it fade?
Oh, I'm sure he still has it. It was bleeding all over the place.
Oh,
I'm like,
fantastic.
bro, that is not a tattoo. That is you scratching marker ink into your body. That is not a tattoo. What are you doing? You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that was wild. That was really, really wild. Oh, yes, Will. It was badass. It was silly. It was really silly. But anyway, yeah, so that was that was why I really hate these contests, because we had to come up with such strange and weird things to do and get people, it was horrendous. And then something always went wrong. They didn't have all the requirements. That's what makes me cringe. It's when follow, like, subscribe, and post this on Twitter, and I was like, oh no, here we go. And then one person says, hey, he didn't post on Twitter and I did, and I'm gonna send you.
Oh dear.
Who's Toby Maguire? Jace Budnick says I look like an older Toby Maguire. I don't even know who Toby Maguire is.
I forget what it's a TV show guy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch television. So.
Spider-Man.
What's that?
Spider-Man. Oh,
Spider-Man.
I'll take it. I'm working on the Spider-Man stuff. Working some crazy calisthenics I'm working up to. I see these old dudes, like me, and they're like flag posting on telephone or not telephone poles, light poles and stuff like that. And they do that whole walk up thing. So we're working towards that.
Oh, so Tobey Maguire was the actor in Spider-Man. Got it.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah.
I was doing some Spider-Man on some trusses about 2 weeks ago. Buddy of mine's son's building his house, so I was sitting there throwing up trusses and climbing walls.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Easy there, SJ.
Well,
so what have you been up to besides good cigar smoking there, pal?
Well, I've been taking care of myself too. Getting my weight chopped in, getting my back down to fighting weight, of course, and back into the 180s. That's where I like to be.
Okay.
And just the supplements, peptides, those kind of things, hormones, checking all that stuff up, making sure that all my levels are right, and trying to stay healthy and active, and and continue to do things in the space here.
We got those Cuatro Cincos to take care of. You know what I mean?
Well, at least one anyway. Some of you kids got a couple of them in you. I got maybe one left, so we'll see what happens. I'm told that we're going to live longer than that, but come on, science, let's go.
Right?
But
we lost the whole.
Oh yeah, we lost a bunch.
Yeah.
We lost the Cosby kid died too. He drowned in.
Yeah, I just saw that today.
What was his name? The kid from the Cosby Show, man. He played Theo in the show. It was I forget his name. Anyway, it'll probably pop up. But yeah, he drowned in Costa Rica, just like swimming out there. Jamal Warner, yeah, there you go. And we lost Hulk Hogan. We lost Ozzy Osbourne. Man, my goodness.
Hey, HexCon, can you DM that link to me? Or is actually it's not. I got it.
We lost the Prince of Darkness. There's some strange rumor that he did like an assisted suicide thing. And I don't know if it's true.
I don't get distracted by that stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of distractions out there in this world.
You ain't kidding.
Where's the Epstein file? The Epstein files. And now it's Obama, right? Don't get distracted. You're seeing a major monetary shift that's going to transpire between now and 2030 that's going to blow people's minds. Look over here, look over there. Stay focused.
These are not
keep your eye on the prize. You're not the droid you're looking for, right? We might have droids here, Elon's promising us 2028 we will have robots. So
well, the robots are here. I mean, you see it all the time.
But I mean in your household for $30,000,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know I got the robot vacuum, so I guess having a robot here doing stuff,
Okay, we have the talent show clip ready to play.
Oh, do we? Oh,
yes, boy. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's play it. Oh man, I'm gonna be mortified. Oh, it's Adrian Eisen. Oh my gosh, that guy. That's the kid that we were talking about that was very, very he was millions of followers.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, play.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sing while you're doing the plank? Yeah, I just gotta get ready.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, barely. So we're like,
that's it.
Are you gonna sing while you're doing the plank? Yeah, I just gotta get ready.
I got the same bandana on. Oh my god, that was horrendous. That was just one of the acts. It was horrible. It was really, really horrible. But thank you for those who participated. It was very entertaining. Yeah, it was unhinged. Hexcon said, yes, it was. It was unhinged. Hexicans have to.
He was planking, right? He wasn't praying.
He was planking and singing something. And I don't know what he was singing, but it was, we had a bunch.
You know who I miss? You made me think of it. D-Raj. Remember D-Raj? The golden microphone? He was on with, Papa Boner and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen him around in a minute. I think he's still active. Yeah. If Hex Futures is still here, maybe Hex Futures can give us a little update on where D-Raj is these days. I know he's a
doctor.
Hex Guild guy. So
watch this
on Telegram.
Little D-Raj for your viewing pleasure.
Inviting freedom, freedom, freedom.
Yes, D-Raj, we miss you. Bring back the golden mic.
Golden mic. D-Raj.
Yeah.
Yep. From the Hex Asian show. Well, he started here on the FN Hangout, and then he graduated, and they started the Hex Asian show, and that's where he laid his foundation, or he made his foundation here, and then laid his sticks over there.
Made his bones with the FN Hangout.
He's got his own YouTube channel still, right? Look at that. We birthed another. We make Hexicans here. That's what we do. Discourse.
Hey, link me his channel. I'm sure I subscribed. Oh, cool. Hex Asians YouTube weekly Mondays. Nice. Very cool. Yep. If he has his own YouTube channel, can someone link that for me too? I think I follow both Hex Asians and D-Raj, but I can't find his channel.
We need to be promoting their streams, because it's time for us to start promoting one another again.
Yes.
Let's see. Heximofo says, I thought we would have more in the talent show, right? More talent in the talent show. For talent show, either show or our talents are not what is needed for a show. Yeah, we had talent, but we just didn't have that quality talent. It was, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. It was quality talent. It was very entertaining, that's for sure. Entertaining. So that was the D-Rod. Oof, that's loud. What else we got here? Let's see if we got any old nostalgia in here. No. Anyway, so what else has been going on with you, Hex Deck?
Well, I just been focused on. I've got a few irons in the fire. I'm going to be relocating here. It was actually supposed to be this June. I put a pin in it for a business interest that I'm finishing up with, but I will be in Texas this time next year, moving. Yes.
Nice. What part?
Just out of northeast, just outside the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, small town. I had a bunch of Hexicans about 2.5 years ago, kicked me some names of about 11 towns. I did a lot of research for about 8 to 9 months, settled on one. I'm not going to announce it here on stream, just for ops sake. Yeah, but I'm going to be doing something just, and it's one of those things. I retired for about 3.5 months, and I was just like, I didn't have the social game figured out. I mean, outside of Vegas, but Vegas is Vegas, and I'm Vegased out myself. So I've been focusing on my give back. So I'm doing something a little bit philanthropic, but also giving back to the community. And especially, it's going to be geared towards vets. So I'm opening up 2 sober homes in the area where I'm going.
Nice,
good man, good. Yeah, that's. One of the things that we support out here too is I've got a friend that has 3 of those homes here, and we support 2 others. A woman's home that actually provides women who have children the ability to bring their kids with them and live in a sober environment. Yeah. So
I'm working with a nonprofit group locally here currently, and they have 2 men's and 1 women's. They did have, like, as you were discussing, a women's with children, but it just wasn't viable, and they didn't have a large enough need to be able to continue. They own the other properties. They're renting this one, and it's a nonprofit operation. So, which many of them are, and God bless them. But I'm a total capitalist, so I think they should be self-sustaining. Mine's going to be a for-profit type operation. Got the business plan presented to some investors, and it's good. Hopefully, it's going to be good.
Yeah, keep us posted on that for sure.
Yeah, definitely will. I think I mentioned it in one of your posts there, SJ.
Awesome.
Yeah, a little bit while back.
I did add. I just added all the links. Well, most of the links we talked about so far into the description of this video. If you are curious or wondering about the things we talked about, one of the things I added was the Hex Asians channel. So shout out to them putting in that work, and please follow, like, and subscribe to their channel. Get the word out to them Asians.
Yes. It sounds like a Tron video game.
Yeah.
No, that was probably me. Right.
That's funny.
Okay, they've gone by.
Yeah.
A little speed racer going by on a late Friday night, you know.
Yeah. I was just in the Dallas Fort Worth area last week visiting. 2 weeks ago, visiting family.
Okay.
And hanging out there and visiting some cigar lounges and family members.
Yeah, that's a lot I've been doing. A lot of fishing this summer, a lot of cigars, hanging out with some good friends, some close friends and stuff like that. My old boss back from the chefing days when I used to chef, we just wrapped up. Well, he sold his restaurant downtown and then the other entity, the food studio. 16 years of operations and end of an era. But you know what? Funny thing is, the last event that I did was last August. Guess who I cooked for? Then President-elect Trump.
Wow.
Really?
For him. And, yeah, up at the Yellowstone Club, there was a private fundraising dinner. Him and about 32 Secret Service agents. So that was interesting. But he's a regular guy. So nice guy. He stopped by the kitchen to say hello and stuff like that before he left.
Oh, right on. Hex Guild is the name of Diraj's channel, by the way. So everybody.
That's not. I mean, Hex Guild. He is part of the Hex Guild, but
Oh.
that's. I was wondering. I thought he might have had his own channel apart from Hex Guild, because Hex Guild is run by the Hex Guild, which is several people, including Hex Futures.
Okay, I have a little question in here, a little crypto question that I'd like to answer. Hey, I got a question. Hex stakes. What's the deal with unstaking it being treated as ordinary income tax? I find it odd that they do not do the same for gold miners or those who have farms. Jay, I think that you may need to talk to a tax professional.
Not
because
financial advice.
I can't give you that advice, but I 100% believe that you're wrong, because that's not how my professionals have treated it. Anything that has been staked over a certain time period changes its tax designation to a long-term capital gain, which is taxed differently than regular income. So that's about as much information I can give you, but go out, see your tax professional, ask them about that, because that's really a hex stake that's over a certain time period that meets the requirements of a long-term capital gain. Is just that, a long-term capital gain. So just go talk to your tax professional about that. I think that you'll be pleased to find differently. Let's say Hex is awesome. Yes, they are. Fishing. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go at the end of August. Tuna fishing down in Mexico. I cannot wait. We're going on a 2-day trip. That's going to be fun.
Yep. Too bad. I think you're going to be too busy. Trip's canceled.
Oh, wow.
Just saying, bro.
I don't have bluefin.
You didn't find that funny.
I need bluefin in my freezer, and we will delay things a day or so if have be. I will make sure of that. We'll take care.
That's all right. I'm sure other people can fly in and fill your spot while you're gone or whatever.
I am irreplaceable, and you know that.
Well,
Girl says, "Crack that whip, SJ."
What is the proper way to sell a lot of crypto without causing panic? Well, if you have that much crypto, you probably wouldn't be sitting in here on a Friday night talking to us. So probably not a big deal for you to worry about. And not a bust on you, Michelle. I was just saying, the folks around here probably aren't big giant needle movers. Yeah. Although some. Crack that whip, SJ. Ship me some bluefin on dry ice, RG. Come on, man. Come on out here with me and get on the boat and take you some back with you. How about we do that? How about you come on out here and get on the boat with me? And we'll take send some bluefin back with you. Not a big deal, but OTC and limit orders. Yeah, I mean, that's how you get out of crypto, is you find somebody who OTC with you. which means an over-the-counter trade. If you don't know what OTC means, that means, hey, you got some stable coins, I got some hex, and let's make a deal. So that's an OTC. Or you put a one-sided order up on the order books, and you sell your crypto for stables, and you're out.
Get drained out. Yeah.
On its way.
And you can slowly ladder out as prices and things begin to rise. A lot of people everybody wants to rush for the exits once we get top heavy, and like everything's big and heavy. And I remember, the squeezing back when we were pushing towards 53 cents with Hex. And early on, there was opportunities prior to that to be able to scale out a little bit if one chose to sell some Hex, and less so when it got top heavy. So
yeah, I mean, entries and exits are the same process. Dollar costing in, dollar costing out. Not doing anything harsh and hasty. Some people do. Name of the game. But that's, if you've got big bags, you should know how to use them.
Yeah. And I've been looking at strategies too of not having to sell my crypto to be able to sit there. And these are becoming available, not for every crypto obviously out there, but certain ones there are products out there to where you can take loans against it, never having to sell your asset. And some people, will look at it and say, oh, that's a high interest loan. But the thing is, you don't get taxed on loans. You get taxed on selling stuff. Yeah, so you can use that loan money, properly applied to leverage it, buying either, businesses, real world assets, that type of thing, and paying that back over time and not incurring.
And there is an argument against
the tax professor.
You got to be careful with that one, because at this point, there is no precedent for that actually being a loan, is what has been found. Because it's within the crypto ecosystem, because it's controlled by code, it is not a typical FDIC insured blah 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 loan. Right. So qualifying the income as a loan during an audit is a tricky situation. So again, talk with your tax professionals. There are things out there that appear to mimic real world products that exist but the lines are graying and things are starting to morph with one another. It's obvious that the banking world, the fiat world, is embracing crypto now, and so my guess is that right there, the legislation that comes out on that is going to be pretty key. And I think, of course, obviously, this Genius Act and the Clarity Act are going to be the things that kind of designate within that space who can and can't provide those loans.
Right.
So I think that's going to be the key moving forward. Now, there'll be an argument like, hey, none of that stuff was in place while I was doing this and blah, blah, blah. My guess is there's going to be kind of like a grace period, because, I mean, how are they going to go back? How are they going to set up rules now and go back and say, well, 8 years ago, we had this, that, and I mean, it's going to be very difficult to go back and kind of audit these things. And so I think that there's like a grace period now until they finally get all this stuff settled, which is what they're trying to do, I think.
Yeah, and I think we're getting that. And I think in the next 4 years between, through this bull market cycle into the next bear, some people say, oh, there's not going to be a bear. There'll be a bear. Every market has bears.
There'll be a bear.
But between now and 2030, that, we'll just continue. It's pro crypto environment. We have an administration that is pushing to be number one in the crypto sphere. So the regulation, the clarity, love it or hate it, is going to come, and things will, be more mainstream. I mean, come on, remember 2017? People think it's a wild, wild west now. It was gunslinging days back then, baby.
Oh yeah, so. Yeah, it was. Yeah, from all those years before, it was just do whatever you can, and there was only one stable coin, and it was wild. Yep. It was wild. Okay. 100 what was pulling the boat around 120 pounds. Wow. Tarpon fishing. Yeah. They the bluefin, that's, you see them 100, 150 pounds, 200 pounds. They get it big, man. They get big bluefins. But 120 pound tarpon. Yeesh, that's crazy. Let's see. Yeah. Let's go. We're almost a penny. Hey, are we gonna be Hex Combined a penny show tonight? Let me see here. Let me pull up my deck screener.
I bought some Hex today.
Did you?
I sure did. Yeah, it's been the best thing ever being able to DCA through the lows, because I didn't know what I was doing when I got in, and I chunked a big old chunk right at the top, right near the top, and I had no clue that Hex had done a 10,000x. I didn't know what market cap was, or that there were cycles, or that candles existed. No clue about any of that. So to have the opportunity to DCA through the bear market and in the lows is just like been great. So
that's right. When Richard said don't FOMO day one, FOMO day one.
I heard that story several times.
Yeah, just
now. The only reason I didn't FOMO day one, and I didn't, is because I slept through it. I missed it. I missed it by like 3 days. I'm like, oh shit, that Hex thing is launching. Damn it, I missed it. And so after day 3, I think I started DCAing in. So it was like, oh, okay. And then the rest was history. Day 33, all that good stuff. $80 ETH going in and buying 1.8 million Hex for $80 ETH. I mean, yeah, it was good times back then. Very, very good times. Hey, we got MVS Crypto in the chat room, killing it out there with the info on the Twitters. Go check out MVS Crypto. Follow him on Twitter. Let's see here. Let me pull this back over. Break my neck. There we go. Pink. Yep. Good to have you, MBS. Thanks for dropping by. Duke of Booze. I abandoned a few people with Liberty Swap. I found it very convenient and fast. I'm onboarded, not abandoned. I onboarded.
Nothing by the side of the road.
I'm really interested in digging in, seeing how that all goes.
Yeah, I'm just sitting by the sidelines on that one.
OBX, I waited until day 3, so I'm not an OG. Yeah, we're not OGs.
Yeah, whatever.
I was there watching the whole thing, and then I missed it by like 3 days. But I knew Richard said, he said, don't buy in. So I wasn't really paying attention, because I was like, I ain't coming to day 1. If I look at it day 1, I'm buying it day 1, right?
Yeah.
And I literally
it was gone.
I think I lost my job that week or something like that. I got laid off or some shit. It was weird.
Well, I was waiting for it. I mean, I started watching Richard in the Top Hat days. You know, how to give a good apology. How to, don't drink, don't gamble, that type of thing.
Well, that's what I was planning on, like, watching it, and then, after week 1, jumping in, watching it pump and then dump, because that's what he said it was going to do. And so I was going to watch it, but I came in, it was day 3, it was already dumped. So I'm like, okay, time to start jumping in.
Heck, I was back there waiting on Fluid Dynamic Coin. Remember that one?
Yeah. That's well, when he first came out and said, I'm building the crypto, I was like, oh, this is cool. Right on, dude. I've been waiting for this guy to do something. And then he started with this Fluid Dynamic thing, and I was like, well, what the fuck? What? It was like over my head. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, man.
Yeah, it was pretty complicated, but too complicated for him, apparently, or his devs, because he finally just shuttered that thing. And then we had Bitcoin.
Discourse Syndicate, which is Captain. Everybody has abandoned. I think we still have a couple of shows left here. I'm sorry.
Ladies, liquor, and leverage.
Dangers of leverage trading, especially now. You know what? leverage trading is always a bad idea. Let's go back to the original leverage trading. So you go and you see Tony, right? And Tony says, "Hey, yeah, you're gonna go play the horses. I'm gonna give you a little bit of something here to go. Here you go, and just get it back to us." Well, when you don't pay Tony back because you lost Tony's money, then Tony sends a fucking Goomba out after you, and he breaks your kneecaps. So that's the original bad leverage trading issue. Now you just lose all your money. Stay away from leverage trading. It's horrible. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. That's what used to get people's knees busted. Let's see here. Liberty Swap has made onboarding seamless and fast. Yes, we've got some great onboarding tools now. 0x Coast. And we have an extremely friendly bank now with
Old Glory.
With Old Glory Bank. Man, if you are in the business of using crypto in your business, then I 110% recommend Old Glory Bank. It will take you forever to set up business accounts in Gemini or Coinbase or any of these things. It's so difficult. It's so difficult. A pain in the ass. Old Glory, personalized treatment, handhold you through the whole process, and it's done in a matter of days and even hours. I mean, it is quick, fast. They get it done, and your business is set up. You get them the business information, tell them what it is that you're doing. Personal banker gets you set up, boom, 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 all done. I am moving stuff through 0x Coast and through Old Glory to my businesses now seamlessly, like it's nothing. I'm just hats off to them for what they've done. That is awesome.
Yeah. I've been using since the bear market. I set things up with Old Glory, 0x Coast. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
Stoic is so helpful in the early days. Yes. And I did it. I made sure I did it during the bear. That's what I was doing. It was like getting the on ramp, off ramp, executed, tested, back tested, making sure all the piping works. So now as we go farther into this, bull market and we start getting into all season, those channels are already in place. I've already written out, I have a couple clients of mine still that I set up and gotten into crypto and things. And I told them, I said, everything I've done, I'm going to do for this entire bull market is done. It was done 6 months ago, so I'm already working on what I'm going to do during the next bear market.
I'm going to go ahead and add all of these links to the description as well. So 0x Coast, Old Glory Bank, and Liberty Swap.
Liberty Swap. $37 trillion national debt plus and climbing. Yes, it doesn't matter what president gets into place. They still want to just keep tacking onto that son of a bitch. Load it up, baby. Let's just destroy our grandchildren while we're at it. $37 trillion. Oof.
And I'm wondering here if we're going to – August will be interesting, but I'm wondering if we're going to see any type before the Fed chair leaves is we're going to see a cut beforehand. I think we might. And then once the cut happens, bro, the printing presses start. And they start printing the press and devaluing the dollar. And, cash is trash. So, but there's going to be a lot of it, and either you can go out and buy depreciating assets like cars and Lambos and junk like that, or you can set yourself up financially. They're, in what I call, I look at things that are, deflationary, like PulseX is a deflationary asset. I mean, it's burning as we speak.
Yeah. Please link to Glory Bank is the name. It's Old Glory Bank, and we'll make sure that
already there.
Yeah, it's in the description. Use that link. Yeah.
I'll throw it in the chat too, though.
They are very, very crypto friendly, very Hexican friendly. They know who we are.
Very personal.
Very personal. Really an old townsy hometown bank. They're in Oklahoma. They're based out of Oklahoma, and they're just really, kind of salt of the earth people. They want to do banking right and keep the big corporate structure hands out of your banking. And they're very crypto friendly. They work hand in hand with 0x Coast to make sure you're set up. And yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, and if I understand the backstory correctly, is it was formulated or put together by a group of individuals that were debanked during that period of time in the past, where banks were just shutting people off because of their their freedom of speech views. So yep.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. So far,
Take
everything
where it's treated best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Well. Yeah, that was interesting. Politics is a shit show right now.
Yeah, big time.
Big time shit show. At least we all can afford stuff over there in the States, Canada, everyone's, hey, people over here ain't doing too good either, man. I'm telling you, it's not, yeah. It is rough everywhere. It is rough everywhere. Everyone's having a hard time. So.
The cost of ice and toilet paper have been a couple things that I've just I can't wrap my head around it.
I'm just glad egg prices came down because I eat like
they're not really down. They're not $7 a carton anymore, but they're not. Yeah. I mean, they're not down. It's still like, what are we paying? Like $3 and something.
I pay $2.49 a dozen. So,
oof. And fuel costs. My goodness, man! I was in Texas and it was like $2.40 something like that, which is great because in Cali it's like $4 something.
Yeah, it's like 301 in Montana here. So.
What is it?
301. It was 305, 301. Yeah.
Yeah. It's insane out here. Oh man. Oh, Hex Kong just put some like oldies but goodies. So they're talking about in the chat room, they're talking about the old days when Richard was top hatting and we were all finding him. And these are some of the guys. Leo. I'll spout off a few. Fathead George, Crypto Cyrus. Yeah, I remember some of these guys.
Superman.
Suppleman. He disappeared. Ivan, Altcoin Daily. Those guys are still Crypto LARP. I remember that.
He's still kicking around. Crypto LARP is.
Box mining just wrecked himself by it was just project after project after project that was just like rugged on everything. Elio Trades, that guy was an idiot, just an idiot. Came after this community hard. Data Dash, yeah, I remember that dude too. Yep, all these guys were just, they ended up in the leverage trading world. Pay for play crap. Doug Polk, yeah, Doug Polk was cool, man. Doug Polk was the man. He just said, I'm out of here. I ain't dealing with this shit. Yeah, I think Doug Polk was probably just about the best crypto streamer that was out there. I really thought Doug Polk was something else. And he was smart to leave, to be honest. I think he was smart to leave. He survived because he left. He was I think he was a poker player that went okay. Crypto streamer. Yeah, Doug Polk was the best, I think. Yep. Let's see, just like it did when people are wrecked. Yes, people are wrecked. We need things to turn around. Yeah, he was a poker player. Yep, Ewok, he was. Oh, Ewok, what's up, dude? Crypto Ewok in there. They're all in the same club. Yeah, they are. I mean, they're all in the same club. Yeah, I mean, except for us Hexicans who aren't pay to players. They've never paid. They've offered. They sent all this. I got all the stupid DMs from this and that and whatnot, and hey, we want to talk to you about this or talk about. I just ignored the ones, and then they stopped coming. Period. They just didn't want to have anything to do with us because they knew who we were, what we were about, and what we were going to say. So yeah, we didn't. They didn't want us. Let's see. Last decent one before Richard was Crypto Crown. There was another guy. I'm trying to think of that dude. Richard even streamed with him. He streamed on our show too. He was like a weird kind of comedic or he had a real cryptic show where he was a rock star dude, and I can't remember his name now. He was like, you know, leather jackets, long hair, the whole really rock star kind of thing. Darn, what was that guy's name? It'll hit me. You know who it was, Kong. Remember him? Rock and roll dude. Somebody will throw it up there.
Yeah.
Somebody will throw it up there. But he came on this show too. He came on our show. He streamed with Richard one time. He did a pretty good stream with Richard. He was like one of the only ones that really didn't come after Richard at that time, because everybody was coming after Richard at that time and us. But he
remember Tone Vase and his lawyers right at the launch.
Oh yeah, that one's always stuck with me. I speak about it often. I hated that. I hated Tone Vase. I just didn't like that guy, period. He's never been anything that has impressed me, or and that was a nail in the coffin for me. I didn't like the guy then, but now I really dislike him, and he's become really irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. No one remembers the rock star dude, huh? Darn it.
It's not even ringing a bell. I'm like,
no, he had a very odd show, but then but it was unique. It was kind of a unique show. It was very kind of scripted. He was very in character all the time, and and then he streamed with Richard, he streamed with us, and then he bailed. So somebody will remember who he was. It's in the archives again. Another one of the archives.
Yeah, we got to figure out that archival dig.
Yeah, we've been trying to do that. Anybody the problem is you got to create a database from the YouTube videos there, so that you can go in and grab those videos. So whoever made the Richard Hart, what is it called?
Hexsearch.io, I think.
Yeah, hexsearch.io. Whoever did that, it sure would be nice to have that for this channel. Yeah. Data Dash wasn't bad. Yeah, Data Dash. Yeah, I guess. He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't like a Richard Hart hater or a Hexican hater. He was just kind of, to me, he was just meh. Crypto Beatles. No, Crypto Beatles was another one that I think gosh, that guy, like, I forget what he did. He had a big protocol. He did good on a big protocol, but he was kind of like he did an airdrop for Hexicans in his wallet. That's what it was. He had the wallet. What wallet was that he had? It was
a Monarch wallet? No.
Monarch. That's it. I just want to say Monarch wallet. Yeah.
He still have that wallet. Some iteration of iPhone. You got some free Hex or something like that on there.
Yeah. He airdropped Hex on it or something.
Yeah.
But he was cool. Crypto Beatles was cool. I liked him. Yep. I have to review some of the old days videos, like the lawyers, Tone and Peter, and then the guy that was spoofing launching his own better version of the Hex type coin, had a big necklace. Yeah, that guy was. Yeah, that was Tone brought that guy in. They tried to spoof on Richard, and it failed miserably.
That sunk like the Hindenburg, man.
That whole thing just went down. What did he call? He called his coin something, and he was trying to bust on Richard. Like, dude, it's not working, man. He's like, I'm creating my own coin. Dude.
Yeah, it's interesting how many of those are still out there. Even, like, I'm not going to name names, but I was in one of a meeting with Randy Hilarski, and we talked about someone who's still out there shilling a thing that used to be part of the community and then made their own coin and is like, this is better than Hex and blah, blah. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, thank you. I stand by that. My moniker right there on Twitter, Hex is the better Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I've never have and never will create a coin. Guaranteed.
Paul Democratui guy was cool. Yeah, Paul wasn't a bad dude. He was all right. He was all right. I'll give him that. Yeah. A lot of these people just faded off into the sunset, you know? They just went away.
I'm excited to see new faces. Let's get some new blood in these streets. You want to stream? Bring it. Bring it.
Grandpas kick back in the rocking chairs and you guys get up on stage.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of what this show is about, right? Like, we try to encourage people and just say, hey, like, if you've never streamed before, but it's something you're interested in doing, you think you might be good at it or have a knack for it, come hang out with us. You know, we'll, like, if you want, like, I'll help you set up your camera and your mic and your lighting so you look all nice and lovely right before you stream. You know, there's a little bit of science to getting it all lovely and set up right. So we're here for you.
Baddie wearing a Christmas sweater. You're a baddie.
Oh, I'm the baddie.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it's HEXMAS in July. HEXMAS in July. It's July 25th. Merry HEXMAS in July.
See, these people don't remember you when you had purple short hair.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It is.
What's that? We got a newbie in here that doesn't.
Oh, hello. Welcome.
Yeah.
So the baddie is willing to talk to you, buddy. I send her a DM. She'll get in.
Pulsechain.com. You're welcome.
Little SMR.
Throw her out there. Just throw her out there to the wolves.
Oh.
Go get him, SJ.
Oh Lord. I'm glad I streamed to Twitch today. I wasn't going to stream to Twitch because you can only pick 3 destinations. But go ahead.
Have you seen Compounding Men's like videos?
I like what I didn't see the most recent one.
He's always got bouncing boobies somehow.
I love that.
We're into his sex thing. I'm like,
no, she's not my daughter. She's not. She'd be on restriction if she was. She would not be on stream.
That's sweet.
Hey, Pryor, are you still bullish on iBurn?
Oh, sad.
I bought when you chilled it. I'm down, but still holding and buying more.
Oh, don't know.
No, what are you doing? That thing was. There was a bunch of problems with that in a long time.
Someone bought when I chilled it, and I feel terrible about that. That was my biggest. That's my biggest regret of the bear market was shilling that at the top, because it's like, first of all, I heard over and over and over again, don't chase green candles, don't shill things when they've already done a lot of X's as a content creator, right? And I'm not one to shill, period, right? Like, that's not something that I really have ever been into or have done outside of Richard's Core Coins, of course, and SciVibe, right? But the euphoria is real. Like, that feeling of euphoria when you're in something early and it fucking runs. Like, you want everyone to know. You're like, hey man, that's what happened when I got into Hex, right? Someone I knew had the euphoria because they got in early and they were like, they told everybody. So I bought the top of Hex, right? So just as I did that with Hex, you know, like, I got so stoked about what had happened with all those tokens, you know, the gift tech, all that shit, and was like, hey, there's this thing, you're not too late, right? Like, and it was the biggest mistake. I regret it, and I've talked about it over and over again. And you know, someone told me, I was out on tour, and someone in person was like, "Yeah, no, I bought that when you shilled it," and I was like, "I am so sorry, man." Like, you know, I never, because another part of that was like, I never thought that I'm the kind of person that people would follow, like, would listen to for that kind of, you know, advice. You know what I mean? Like, because I've done SciVibe for so long.
You're sitting on the screen that people listen. They do.
I know, but it doesn't come across my head that way. I don't think of myself as someone, because I don't talk about charts or coins or prices on my own channel with my own content, right? Like, that's not what I do. So I figure you're going to listen to the guy that talks about the charts and does the TA and all that stuff. Go listen to that guy, right? Don't listen to me. So I never thought that I would have that effect on someone. So just, hey, and I want to put that out there for people as we go through this bull run, you know, like, yeah, you know, we're going to be all excited. We're going to be shilling the top. We're going to be talking about Hex and Pulse Chain. If you are getting people in, though,
I want to recommend to you, like, yeah, let them buy in when they want to, but tell them to DCA too. That's the one piece of advice I wish I would have got. Hey, SJ, this coin has already done this many X's. Go ahead and buy some right now, but you might want to hold on to that big chunk of change to buy the bottom, to buy the dip, and to continue to DCA as it goes down. And that's the thing, is nobody knows the tops or bottoms, right? Like, we never know when things are going to stop going up or be parabolic. But it's just, you got to, I would just say, give that disclaimer, right? Speaking of disclaimer, I'm going to run this banner one more time.
So here's the thing. We don't shill anything here. We tell everybody to do your own research. If we talk about Discourse Syndicate is just that. We talk about projects that are being built on Pulse Chain. We talk about Hex. We talk about everything that Richard Hart has done, or anything that people are building on. Now, a lot of these things fail. A lot of them are scams. A lot of them are things that have not been tested. A lot of them are things that have had problems with setting liquidity and contract issues. And it's a wild, wild west. We are on a new L1. So always have said that. Now, do I believe in all this tech, PTGC, the peak of tech that was out at a time before it failed? Yeah, all of these things I believe in that are going to make DeFi better. But should you invest in them? Should you invest in them? That's up to you. That is up to you. If you hit that button, that's on you. Right. We're learning stuff here. We're learning what's good, what's bad, what's possible, and talking about them. So to say that anybody has shilled anything is, well, I'm not saying it just to protect, but that's not the truth. Never said that. I said all of these things are sus. Pulse chain sus. As far as an investment goes, you don't know if it's going to survive. You don't know if it's going to take hold and run and do. It's a copy of Ethereum.
And no one's saying it's a scam either.
Yeah, nobody's saying anything's a scam. There's problems out there, and a lot of things have to prove themselves. So I always let people come up here and talk, but I always tell the investors, you invest, it's on you. You push that fucking buy button, that's on you. Not me, not anybody else around here. That's on you if you hit the buy button. And it's on you when you hit the sell button. Period. End of story. And if you're listening to people on the internet that are telling you to push that button, you got problems. You got serious problems. That's a gambling issue or something. You need to check yourself. Because I only buy stuff that I believe in, do my research on, become involved in, whatever. And that's my advice to you guys, is to go out there and do your research and be very, very careful about hitting that buy button. Yeah. Let's see. Did I receive the decals? Oh, I haven't been to the PO box. I will get out there soon. And no more bags of dog shit in the PO box, guys, please. Or whatever that was.
Who did that? Who did that to who again? I vaguely remember that. I had like just started getting into the
They said somebody said Hexo bag of shit.
No.
They did it to what's his name? That Richards guy up in Sweden. Didn't they send him a bag of poop?
Yeah, it was someone that was like
Hexo got one.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Hexo did get one. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
It was the first. He was the first one to get it, and then I think it went to somebody else.
So
yeah, but
Giacomo. Yeah, Giacomo was the one who did that weird thing. Yeah.
Giacomo.
Yeah, he's the one who did that. Like, he acted like he had a coin and whatever. Let's see what else. Visibility opportunity. Somebody asking SJ to be his girlfriend.
Get in line, fella.
Get in line, fella.
Beating him off with a stick.
If you guys only knew the digital trail of the list of men throwing themselves at the feet of the SJ.
All over the world, man.
All over the world. Let's see. Are you talking about Zuby that streamed with RH? That might I don't think that was it might have been Zuby. I'd have to check and see.
No,
No, it
I
wasn't.
know who he is. That's not Zuby.
Scam is a big word. Yeah, scam is a big word. Yeah, we got to be careful throwing that word around anyway. RG, we're talking. No, that was DCA decentralized community autonomy. Yes. Let's see. Hexo did get one. Yeah, he did. I'm still trying to figure it out too, but it's in the archives. The guy that did it, and gosh, the name is just kind of slipping me. He had like this really strange kind of macabre rock and roll, like can't remember his damn name.
What up, Hexed? Good to see you in the chat.
Let's see. Bull isn't here just so like mine coins with low liquidity. Dog shit in the mail. Yeah, I think it is illegal to do that, isn't it? It should be.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
Was it Peter Shit? It was like
Zuck's Bucks. That's what he. Yeah, Giacomo did Zuck's Bucks. That's what his thing was. That was funny. All right, Hexed, you have a great weekend too. Also, Micah is Europe. Micah is important. It's possible. A ETF PLS. Who knows? Yeah, it sounds like Johnny Chaos. Yeah, it was kind of like he had a kind of Johnny Chaos vibe, but a little more rock though, a little more leather and whatnot. Bringing mistletoe. Oh, goodness, they're bringing mistletoe for you, SJ.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody. Well, I appreciate everyone coming in this evening. We ran. It was really good to see you, bro.
Hey, good to see you.
Bro, give us the
You
gun
too.
show one more time. Let's see it. Let's see. Come on. Put it up there.
We'll go to the gun show.
Old man gun show.
Check out my video on Twitter. So this one guy didn't believe me when I told him I was bent over curling 65s. So I had to actually do a video for him. So it wasn't for like promotional purpose. And so so I did a video the other night and stuff like that, but I threw it up on the X thing. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing for me to do right now. I've bought everything I'm stinking gonna buy, right? Yeah. So I'm just watching the fire's built. I'm just waiting for the match. You know what I mean? And then just gonna watch it burn.
Well, I'm really good to see you. Yeah, really glad to see you looking so healthy, man. It's good because you were looking rough when you were sick there, man. It was
yeah, no, I am so, I mean, I tell that to people too, is, it's kind of something I preach, is the fact that health is wealth. I mean, if you're healthy, and maybe you only got a couple bucks in your pocket, be thankful. Really, be thankful. This guy almost died. So, I'm happy as hell.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm really glad. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week on Burn It All and the FN Hangout. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Peace out.
Marketing campaign is coming.